Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears. Let's continue climbing Babel Tower by dropping down here. But fortunately, you can't just fall off the edge and have to climb all the way up again. No, they prevent you from doing that, so thank goodness they give us a safety rail this time. Okay, we're inside this little, I don't know what this thing is, like a shuttle pod or an elevator or something? I don't know. But alright, so in order to continue through here, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a little panel on the wall there where the light is, and yeah, we need to get up there, but yeah, we'd have to get out of our gears to do that. But you don't want to do that right away, because you could still run into some random enemies around here. Eventually. Now we get a little better beam protection there. I don't know if I'll use that, but it's there. And if you haven't gotten all the ether armor that I have, well, get another one there. Awesome. Okay, now to get up to that room, so get out of our gears, you gotta go on the outside of the ladder here. I think you have to do it from the south side there. I think you can't climb it from the left or something, or maybe it's just a little trickier for me to do. I don't know. But alright, we might as well collect whatever treasure we can in here. Not so good there, but, well, at least the gold is useful. Okay, let's see. I do want to change my setup just a little bit here. Let's see, with Billy, let's get him on his power magic, even though we're out of gear. We can still, you know, access all that stuff and everything, and, well, let's see what we can do to make this thing run. Let's just start mashing random buttons and hope none of them is a self-destruct circuit. Somehow I doubt Faye's and Citan's competence at being able to avoid blowing this thing up. You got any skills there, Billy? I mean, you got your own gear and all that with the cape. I like the cape. I like the flowing animation it has. I mean, obviously it's pretty limited by the technology, the PS1 and all that, but at least it's not like a metal sheet for capes that I see in a lot of other games where there's just like almost no animation for them at all. Yeah, it's a nice little detail they got. Whoa! Yeah, this place is starting to remind me of Tietjens Tower. Well, at least we don't have to do any more platforming to get up. Yeah, I was about to say, where does this thing go? I mean, I know it goes up, but I mean, how far does it go up? Do I have to move around or push any buttons? Did we reach the top? What do you mean, the outer wall? What outer wall? Oh, you mean outside. Oh. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why they would build it like that. Well, I wouldn't worry about it. Seriously, it's not important. What the? Well, that is important. So much for our elevator. Did you do it again, Faye? Did I do that? No, you didn't. That's... Well, we might as well get in our gears. Well, at least we managed to get out right next to a conveniently located platform. What's what? Oh, hey, an airship. How do they always know where we are? What do I got, a GPS up my ass or something? No, that's another game, viewers. So, are they going to continue firing at us with superior firepower? Or are they going to send a couple gears out to attack us that would be relatively easy for us to defeat? Are you guys going to attack us, or are you just going to fly around a little bit for no reason, wasting fuel? I mean, okay, we can't fly. I mean, we can hover a little bit, but yeah, that doesn't seem to be working out too well for you, especially when you use a melee weapon. What do you mean a surprise, traitor? Didn't Miang tell you about their plan to sabotage the Yggdrasil and all that? Yeah, that's what I want to know, Faye. Well, I hope you brought a nuke with you. Fortunately, we did! For boss time against, let's see, it's a Wyvern gear for Ramses there, and Miang, just like all the other fights with Ramses, is just going to be there for support and healing. We can't even target her, I don't think. Yeah, so just attack Ramses there, and let's see. So yeah, Miang can heal him. I think Ramses in the Wyvern gear can do that mirror stance thing that he always does to counterattack. So you might want to watch out for that. Or you could just one-shot him. He has 5,000 HP. So. Well, I see you got that arm reattached on your gear. How many times have we fought this guy now? What is this, like, 4th or 5th time? Not including the time that he was fighting, I think it would have been Id, though they didn't identify him at the time. But yeah, not including that one. We fought him 2 times at Bledavik, 1 time in the ocean, and yeah, I guess that would make this the 4th time. Well, we could nuke you again. Haha. What do you mean, retreat? What are we gonna do? Well, okay, I suppose, yeah. Renazio could do the job. But, yeah, we can't fly. Yeah, I mean, what do you think we're gonna do to you? What the? Where? I was gonna say, where did that come from? But okay, yeah, it's from above. But where did that come? No, I'm just gonna give up on that sentence. What do you mean a dimensional vibration? Yeah, how do you like that siren noise over and over and over again? What do you mean? Oh! Hey, alright! Well, you are in their territory, and I guess the Solaris and Shevat don't like each other very much. What do you mean, all ships? You have 1 ship! Unless there's, like, a whole bunch of little ships around, or shuttles or something, like, beneath the clouds. So, were they actually, like, trying to help us? Or were they just trying to beat up Solaris just for the fun of it? Or both. Well, we do have a save point here, but I don't think we can go back from here. So, this is pretty much the no turning back point. Yeah, you can't even jump down or anything. I remember I was trying to figure out precisely when the Kislev border opens up. And I had a save point, but it was at the end of Babel Tower. And I was trying to backtrack my way out, and I got this far, and I couldn't find a way back. I mean, if there is a way out from this point, let me know, but I don't think there is. By the way, I could have used Virge For this dungeon, she would have pretty much filled the same role as Renmazio could. She could also deal a little extra damage, but as you can see, Renmazio is more than good enough to get the job done by himself. Not to mention, he doesn't require EP to deal ether damage. Although you could just use Omega Sols on Ellie and that would do just as well. But yeah, there's nothing around here that has an elemental weakness, so I really don't care to use Virge for this area instead of Renmazia. Okay, so let's see, this is a new enemy, Fuel Tank. I think if you leave it alive long enough, it'll either, I forget, restore your HP or restore some of your fuel or something or other. I mean, I know it's called Fuel Tank, but I think it restores some of your HP maybe. I forget, but if you do leave it alive long enough, it'll eventually explode and damage you, so I wouldn't want to risk that. Just one shot at there, and that's fine. They've got 1200 HP. Alright, so let's see. If we go down here, if we jump up to the other side of the platform, there's a locked door there, so in order to get past it, we get out of our gears here, if I can. There we go. And let's see, in the corner there, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a little doorway there to a secret passage. Let's see, there's a few treasures we can get around here too. Nothing extraordinary. Whoa! Like walking on the screens of this massive computer system. And everything's still running here too. Must have made this thing out of Nintendium. Yeah, nothing I really care about there. Well, a little gold, I guess. I think that was gold I just got there. Well, let's just keep on pressing random buttons and see what it does. Oh yeah, I saw that thing out there. Okay, did that do anything we care about? Huh. Okay, well, never mind. That doesn't seem relevant to us. Remember that for later, though, viewers. Can we contact Shevat from up here? No, I guess not. Haha! There we go. Okay, got him. You don't have to press all these buttons. I just thought I'd show what we got going on around here. Have I seen this technology before? It's probably just my imagination. But alright, now to get out of here, we can't jump up there from there. So you jump over here to get just a little extra height so you can jump out of there now. Okay, so to get out of here, get back in the gears if I can. There we go. Let's see, it's a little tricky to make these jumps, but nothing too extraordinary. We're not going to have to climb up for like 5 minutes. If you miss your jumps a little bit like I did there, but that's okay. Okay, we got a new enemy here, Gun Drone. This guy can actually get the jump on you if you're unlucky. But I am lucky, so we just one-shot it. Let's see, that guy has only 400 HP. Even a fierce attack from Veltal or Heimdall, that would get the job done too. Let's see, Heimdall would probably get his turn first, though. Okay, so we gotta kind of jump on these, I don't know, what are they, pipes or conduits? Some kind of conduit, I'm guessing, like with wiring and stuff. But yeah, that hole there, that would have been closed if we didn't open the lock. Not that huge, whatever that thing was outside. We'll learn more about that later. Now, you could jump over to the other side of that platform from here if you wanted to. But if you just drop down, you can get some treasure. Not that I'm going to use any of that, but it could sell for good money. Okay, yeah, I don't think we can open that. maybe that leads to a way out of here that I don't know about. I don't know. Let's see. So with the two paths, they'll eventually unite and go to the same place anyway. But there's nothing really interesting on the upper path. I guess the only reason they really have that upper path there is so you can get back to the save point if you wanted to. But yeah, it's a bit of a long walk to get back to the save point, so yeah, we really don't need that. So yeah, in the upper right there, you could jump on that conduit there to get back up there, but I'm not going to. So let's see, this is the second section of the Babel Tower. And don't worry here, you can't fall off. There's railings, even though you can't see them. And by the way, as usual, don't worry about your fuel consumption in this area. So, like those fuel tanks, I wouldn't even bother taking advantage of them. I mean, you don't want to just spam Jesse Cannon all day. There's no need to. But yeah, just your regular fierce attacks, you'll never run out of fuel here. Especially if you get to this guy, who can, yeah, refuel, and I guess you could buy stuff if you really wanted to, but there's nothing, I don't think there's anything new here. But I would like to refuel if I can get to my other gears. By the way, you could use Virge here instead of Rinmazio if you really wanted to. But part of the reason why I'm using Rinmazio here is because not only can he already get the job done, even though he deals a little less damage than Virge would, but it's also part of my long-term plan for how I'm getting my upgrades. Because as you saw, the upgrades we got back at the Yggdrasil were pretty significant here. And once we get done with Babel Tower, we'll have even better upgrades. But they're not as huge of a leap as these ones were. So I figured, let's get these upgrades for Heimdall and Rinmazio, and then I can skip on them for upgrading, or getting the next upgrades. Now you saw the guy in the middle there, that's another enemy, also called Traffic Jam, but it's just bigger than them. It has 1250 HP there, and yeah, you can easily just one-shot it with an ether gun attack from Billy there. And yeah, just like pretty much all the other enemies around here, it's got a decent ether attack. If you don't have the ether armor, it could hurt you, like deal about 1,000 damage. If you don't have any protection, but I do. But alright, we got the last 6 AP death blow for Billy there. There is no corresponding gear death blow to the XX death blow on foot there. It's only the first 6 death blows that have corresponding death blows to gears. Okay, so we could have continued on the path to the right, but it's just a dead end in case you fell all the way down here, which you can. Fortunately, the jumps here aren't nearly as challenging as the first section of the tower. By the way, this is the third and final section of Babel Tower. Now, in order to get from one level to the next in this section, you gotta jump on these little floaty orbs and get up to the next platform, find another orb, and continue riding them up and around this whole place. Fortunately, jumping onto those floaty orbs is usually pretty easy, except this one, because I gotta jump onto it vertically. It's kind of hard to judge depth. So what I like to do usually when I'm trying to make these jumps is I'd like to try and jump onto those orbs horizontally. You see you've got these 4 little stripes there, and if you line up right in the middle of those, you'll be perfectly lined up with wherever the orb is. So jumping from left to right is a lot easier to judge your distance than up and down there. Alright, now behind here, haha, hidden treasure. Yeah, they got a couple of those around here. Nothing too extraordinary. Okay, now you could jump onto that orb from up here, but like I said, it's easier to jump horizontally, at least for me anyway. I have no idea what those symbols on whatever that thing is there. Why did we stop? Oh, right. Yeah, they gotta load the upper half of this area. Yeah, I don't know if that's Japanese or just some made-up language in this game. Yeah, I'm not very worldly when it comes to languages. Yeah, I know that's a real shock to you viewers. I know more computer languages than real languages. Okay, now there's a little orb up there to the right, but we can't get to it from down here. Remember that for later. Oh yeah, I wanted to point out. You see that platform there? How it's on the middle stripe on that wall there? That's kind of like a lighter tinted gray than the rest of it. So just keep that in mind. And let's see, here, yeah, we're getting all kinds of gear rods for Ellie, but yeah, here we don't have like a floor at all, but it's not like a pitfall or anything. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, I only really need one rod for Vierge there. Yeah, one nice thing about this part, I think this part is entirely filled with fixed encounters, just like the first section of the tower. Not so much in the second part there, though. Whee! Okay, so you see the orb there on the right, but we can't get to there from here. So what we need to do is get up as high as possible, but then you can't see it anymore. So just jump to the middle stripe there to line up with it. So yeah, once you get to the top of that platform we were just on before, that makes it, you line up perfectly with that platform, or its depth, that is. And I believe we're at the end here. Just get to the end of this platform here. We got more conduits or whatever to climb. Or pipes. Well, I guess you'd need pipes around here, but I think they're more like conduits. And alright, we're at the top of, I almost said Tajin's Tower, but no, Tower of Babel. But let's see, we got our final save point here, so let's put that to use. And I want to adjust my equipment just a little bit. Let's see, let's just go back to what we had before. And yeah, don't worry about your HP or fuel. As long as you got enough for Jessie Cannon, you'll be fine here. You know, the trick for this part, though, is that you don't want to go too far to the right, because if you do, you'll trigger a cutscene before you can get to the save point here. And let's see what is at the top here. Oh, okay, that part is a little further to the right than I thought it would be. Usually I try to be really careful to get to the left there, right around the corner, but... Huh. Oh, you mean like it was attached to the top of the tower? Well, I don't see anything. Oh, did you find something? Oh, hey, another gear. Have I seen that one before? It's probably just my imagination. Who are you? Nuts. Yeah, we just want to talk. Nuts. Well, how hard could she possibly be? Can we defeat her? And how do we contact Shevat anyway? Find out next time on Let's Play Xenogears. This is Chi Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.